What's going on, everyone? Thought I'd drop a quick video on basically a follow-up to something I talked about in the past, which is why everyone should go to prison. Why would anyone ever want to go to prison? I don't know. But let me tell you what a benefit could be. And mind you, you can kind of do this on your own, but prison just makes it easier. Pay attention now. When I say prison, I don't just mean go to prison and go through that whole process of being dehumanized and everything else. What I'm talking about is what gets you over a gap, what gets you through a barrier, what gets you from A, not to B, but to D, F, G, Z, right? And what I'm talking about is the distractions, all the craziness, right? So for those of you who don't know, I spent 12 years of my life in prison. 12 years wasn't what made something click in my mind to really, this is how you get through an issue. This is how you get focused. Because it's all about focus, it's all about your mindset. I've talked about that as well. You know, you want to have your mindset on success if you want to have the right mindset, right? So what happened to me in prison that really turned that switch and helped me get to a point where I could deal with things regardless of what was going on in the world was when I got caught with a cell phone. I went to the whole administrative segregation, you know, just like you might see on TV or the movies where you get locked up and you're by yourself or you're with one other person, right, in a cell, you know, basically all day, right? And I went with my cellmate who was this guy PJ, and we were in AdSeg. It was summertime, Vacaville, California, you know, 100+ degrees. These cells had no air conditioning, no kind of ventilation. So, I mean, it was just like this hot box sauna. And it would be to the point where we would put our sheets at the bottom of the cell door, overflow the sink into the cell to make like literally a few inches of water and lay in it to cool down. And when I say we, I meant me. I was real hot. PJ would get up on the bunk and literally go to sleep, no problem. And so I remember one day I said, man, how do you do that? I'm like, man, I'm stressed out because I'm in the hole. I'm stressed out because I lost my property. I'm stressed out because I got a write-up. There were all these things stressing me out. And then the people in that building yelling and screaming, racial profanity, slurs, everything else, like craziness. And he could just get up on the bunk and go to sleep, right? So I asked him, how can you do that? And he goes, well, I can't control any of that stuff. I can't. And we're here. You know, it's too late to talk about why we're here, but we're here. What can I control in here? You know, I can go to the bathroom, I can turn the water on, you know, whatever. If I got a book, I can read a book. If I want to sleep, I just got to sleep. And I was like, but how do you sleep? Like all the noise and everything. He goes, well, I lay down and I just imagine a stream or a waterfall. And then I fall asleep. And I remember I thought, like, that sounds a lot easier than it is. But then I started realizing the longer we were there, how much control I had over my own mind. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take away from someone who goes through a lot of stress over this stuff. But we allow our phones, our computers, our tablets to dictate what we think and how we want things to be versus how they are and dealing with how they are, right? So think about this on a professional and a personal level. How many things are you getting frustrated at and you're giving your energy, you're giving your time to at work because someone isn't doing their job, and now you've wasted an hour of your day complaining about that individual. Maybe in your personal life, you know, man, that person looks better than I do. Yeah, well, they work out twice as hard. Why don't you work out more or eat better, whatever, right? But we're always so caught up in dealing with things that are either out of our control or don't really matter because we allow other influences to tell us what is right and wrong and what we need to be doing. So that almost 6 months I spent in AdSeg clicked a bunch of things in my head, in my mind, to let go of things. And when I got out, I was able to get into a vocational trade. I was able to start going to school and be serious about it, actually completing classes, getting good grades. I started doing self-help groups. I started exercising. I started doing all this stuff, right? Because of the focus that was given to me when there was nothing around me, and the realization that if I can't control it, why am I giving it my time? So stop wasting your time watching this. Go fix some things that are in your control. Go stop worrying about things that are out of your control. Be the best you, and remember that other people are going through things, and they might not be at the same level, the same abilities that you were at. So be there for them, just like you hope someone would be there for you. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my little rant for today. Hope you all have a great week. See you next time.